I'd like to show you how to replace a monitor and a keyboard 2 for 1 in a Dell 3110. You open this thing up and you realize there it is. Man, it's pretty. Obviously, intentional damage. I don't know who would do that, but certainly not a scholar from my school. I take my spudger tool on the pointy end. I scratch off these stickers. There will be 4, one at each corner of the unit.
Da 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 da. Ba, dun, 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 dun.
So you get everything unscrewed. I would recommend not doing this while the Chromebook is on, unless you like the taste of burning skin. I don't mind a little electricity. It never hurt me. What I should say, it never killed me. It hurts me all the time. So you take off the 4 screws that really keep the bezel attached to the frame. Once those are unscrewed, use your spudger to very gently, delicately, daintily, diligently pry that part away from the screen. It's important to note that I push this spudger in and then just twist it a little bit to get those clips off there. But also, you're pulling the strongest adhesive known to man away from the bezel, because the screen, for some reason, that tape is crazy. So once that is just about done, I go along the bottom edge, making sure not to damage cables, but certainly to pull the tape away. Then you just kind of pry. Everything's clean, everything's good. Set that bezel to the side. Now, there are 4 silver screws that are attached to the tabs on the screen.
Da 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 da.
So there are 4 screws. Now I can set that against the keyboard, pull away this mesh tape. Some cables, some of these monitor cables have a little, it's like a bar that like holds it in place. This can go to refresh pile, and then I receive a new, shiny new screen. A couple of steps to the new screen. Number 1, I'm not sure I'd handle the front of it very often, if at all. But you get the new screen lined up on that tab. Oh, there it does. Worked so good. Put that bar back, and then I set that rubbery thing back down. Now I'm going to screw this down and start the replacing of that bezel. I start at the bottom and make sure that everything's lining up, and then I just slide my hand across or up from the bottom to make sure that all of the tabs are back in place. Once that's over, you just replace the screws. Screen's replaced, good to go. Next thing that we need to do is replace a keyboard. You have to take off every screw. You get all the screws taken off. You pick up that spudger. Might be my favorite word, spudger. And you pry ever so gently away from the Chromebook. And look, every screw held. The keyboard cable on this Chromebook is the wide black cable. This has a compression fitting with 2 dark gray tabs. You need to lift those tabs with fingernail or your spudger or screwdriver or something very carefully. And then you just pull straight up to pull that out of there. Straight up. Now tell me. All right. Use your spudger again to cram it. It's a tricky part to get underneath that. There we go. This keyboard was dead anyway, just so you're clear. That goes to the refresh pile, and a new keyboard is ready to take its place. So bright and shiny, looking so good. When you get the new keyboard out of the bag, it has the tab. All you have to do for this part before you place it in the Chromebook is get your wire or your flat cable through it. Now, the keyboard has tabs at the top that line up with holes in that space. Make sure they're lined up. Make sure your cable is through that slot, and then I think it's good to go. Okay, that's in there, and then you get your wire through the compression fitting here, and once it's in, you just have to push the compression fitting down. I assure you this works. There it is. Beauty. All right. The only other thing you have to do is replace the back panel. We're just going to make sure that this keyboard works the way it's supposed to. Everything works. And we're good to go. That is how you replace a screen and a keyboard on a Dell 3100. Thanks for your time. Good luck.